Hello everyone, this is James Shore with another test-driven JavaScript video. I'm recording this on May 21st, 2013, picking up right where we left off in the last episode. And what we're working on in this chapter is modularization. We've got Browserify, the tool for adding a require function to client-side code. We've got that installed and we have it working, sort of, and we're just trying to get the rest of our code built into the same location as our bundled code so that we can have a nice, clean build. Now, in the last episode, we had a little bit of trouble with that because the built-in Jake utility for doing copies doesn't support file globs. So we'd have to manually copy every file that we care about or use a file list or something like that. So over the break, I looked up another way of doing it. I found what looks like a really nice tool called Shell.js that should do the trick. So let's go ahead and install that. We'll just say npm install Shell.js. This may take a little bit because I've been noticing today that that npm, the registry, has been having issues, which, by the way, is yet another argument for keeping everything local. Put it in your repository. You won't be reliant on other people's servers working for you. If I wanted to deploy right now, I absolutely could because everything's stored in the repository. But if I was one of those folks that did a deployment and then relied on the server to download everything from npm, I'd be in trouble. And if there was a critical bug that I needed to fix right now, I would be out of luck. So again, keep everything in your repository. It saves you so much trouble at the cost of a somewhat larger repository. But hey, disk is cheap, networks are fast. Don't worry about it. All right, so we got that installed. Let's see. I think we should be able to just say we'll require it I believe we want to just say it require shell, but I could be wrong. No, require shell.js. And now we should be able to do this. We should be able to say shell.copy-r. Let's make sure I've got that right. Yeah, -r builder plus start.html to build clienter. Now this is supposed to be cross-platform, so this should work for Windows people as well. I'm really liking this library. I hope it's as good as it looks. So let's go ahead and run that. I'm just going to do the build. And I'm not seeing it. No, didn't work at all. Okay, I'm going to take a few moments to investigate this. Back at a few. Okay, I'm back. It was just a dumb mistake. This is the wrong source directory. Let's put in the correct one. It's source client start.html. And if I run Jake build, we should now see all of our files in there. Awesome. So let's go ahead and copy over the vendor file as well. Okay, let's see if that works. Yes, it does. And I think I can just put all these together in a single line like that. Let's try doing a clean. There, it's erased, and a build. Ooh, awesome. Awesome, awesome. And I think we can even do a shell.rm-rf and the build dir +/* like we wanted to. Let's see. Yes, yes, we could. Let's do it in the client directory, though. There we go. Cool, 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 cool. That's looking really promising. Okay, so take that out, take that out. And now, what happens when we run our smoke test. Does it work yet? Almost. It almost works. Our Phantom.js code didn't work for some reason. I'm not sure why not. Can't find variable WWP. Let's see what happens if we run this manually. So load this up. No, it's not working. So our end-to-end test failed correctly, which is awesome. Okay, WWP is not defined. Now we did have this working before. So what's going on here? If I load this into the browser manually, still doesn't work. Okay, so something kind of important is missing. Perhaps, oh, I'll bet you our index file has the wrong, yeah, it has the wrong script tags. Awesome. Okay, that's really good because that means our smoke test worked. It actually caught a real error and it's easily fixed. So we run this, everything appears to work except Phantom.js fails. And it's easily fixed by changing our index.html to say bundle.js, take these other ones out. Oh, cool. Cool. It works. I'm always happy when things I do work. All right, so let's see. Let's go ahead and check this in. What do we do? So now we're copying all the necessary front-end files to the build directory, and that is pretty awesome. So what shall we do next? Let's see. So I think there's the question of, do we want to copy the server's files as well to the build directory? I don't know about that. For consistency, part of me wants to say yes, but at the same time, I don't know if it's worth the extra effort. So let's just look at our to-do. We figured out how to copy a bunch of files over in our build. We do delete the contents of the build tile every time we build. We need to fix this file list code, but that will get resolved when we do the require statements. So that's not really something we have to worry about. So we have integrated this into our automated build, and that is awesome. We do still need to figure out how to bundle our vendor files, or if we even want to bundle our vendor files. And we need to migrate our code to use the require calls. I think I'd like to do that next. So we've got time in this episode. Let's go ahead and get started on that. That is going to be a bit tricky, I think, because of the way it's going to interact with our tests. But the important thing here is we do have the bundling working. So that's a really good step forward. But just because we have bundling working doesn't mean we have the modularization working yet. Modularization, when it's done well, means that we won't have this WeWikiPaint global variable. So I guess what I'd like to do is I'd like to try exporting SVG Canvas as well as using the WeWikiPaint global variable. We'll sort of include both at the same time and see how that works. So the way CommonJS works is there's an exports variable that we can assign things to, or we can just replace the exports variable entirely like this. And if we do that, now this is going to fail our build because it's not going to understand module, but we can just modify our lint, client globals. We'll say that module is an expected global. There we go. Now it's failing at runtime, but I'm not exactly sure why. Oh, well, because our tests, yeah, see, now here's a tricky thing. Our tests aren't using bundle.js. they're still using our source code. So we need to modify our test to use bundle.js because bundle.js does define this module variable. You can see it right here. It's being passed in as a function, as a closure essentially. So I guess what we need to do here, what if we modify our Karma configuration to, rather than passing through all of our client-side code, we'll just pass through our client-side test code and then use generated/build here. Like that. I don't know what's going to happen if I do that. Did not like it. Well, let's try taking out this for now and just see if we can run our test that way. Oh, but you know what? Karma, if you change the Karma configuration file, it doesn't pick that up. So let's go ahead and restart Karma. See what happens if we run this now. So now our Karma configuration file is using our tests out of our source directory and our generated our build files otherwise. That failed, saying WeWikiPaint is not defined. Well, this should be client/bundle. Let's try that. Restarted Karma. Oh, okay, that's good. That's great. Let's check that in. So we got Karma working with the bundled JavaScript. Now, this is going to lead to an issue where Karma is going to report bad error messages because we're looking at the bundle.js. And the way we can fix that is using something called a source map. Hopefully that will work. If not, we'll have to come up with another idea. Okay, so we've got Karma working. Now let's go ahead and see if we can put that module line back in. This should work now. And it does. Great. So it is finding this module variable at runtime. So I'm hoping that now we should be able to say var svg canvas equals require svg canvas. I don't know if this, I mean, this is really what Browserify is all about, is about giving us the ability to do this require statement. Whether or not that will work, I'm not sure. Okay, it's saying require is not defined. That's just a linting issue. We'll add that here. So this is Browserify, and this is Mocha and expect.js. Ooh, that's working. Great. Okay, we're really getting somewhere now. Now the real question is, can I take out this WeWikiPaint line? Can I say that? Ooh, that's awesome. It looks like it's working. Let's try running it manually. Ooh, it seems to work. Cool. So I should be able to now take out the global variable and still see everything work. Will it really? It does. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, well that is about all the time we have for this episode. I want to do a real quick fix though. I noticed that Browserify is not a dependency of our tests, and because our tests are using that code, we do need to have have it run before our tests due. It's been working sort of by coincidence so far. Let's make sure it really is working. Ooh, no, it isn't working. Okay, so I'm going to put this back. Ooh, it's not working as well as I was hoping it would. So, whew, okay, something's wrong, but that is all the time we have for this episode. So next time we'll pick up, figure out what this issue is, and continue on. But I think we're getting close here. So thanks for watching, everybody. I will catch you next time.